up already, and I did not. And I'm trying to see if I can find the mic that I buried that I thought I had on me. All right, Betsy, thanks. Betsy let me know that we do have sound now, so I appreciate that. So I don't have to wait. Okay, just stacking stuff over. Maybe it's on the end of the power cord. All right. I don't want to lose these mics. You know, I just bought these and I don't want to damage them. So I need to find them when they're not in the right spot. All right. So sorry, guys. Now let me go back into the chat. It's going to be one of those days, guys. In the chats, we have Delia, Guess Who Nancy, Tucker's Sewing and Quilting, Kathleen Champ, Deborah Quilts. A lot of you all were telling me about the sound, so thank you all. Shirley Peters. See, Deborah Quilts, Maddie Barnum, Kim Burris. She says that her surgery went well, no cancer, I am home. Friends staying with me, have a great night. So thanks, Kim, for giving us an update so we know you're doing better. Brenda Foley, Deborah Sims Brown. Let's see. Seeing Forrest is here. Reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Sharon Lewis is here. Melinda C. Melina Montoya. Michelle the Quilter. And Geraldine Lima. Talking about, oh good, there's more. Talking about to the hall stuff. It's a mess. Carrie Richard. Vivian Calvi. And Kevin the Quilter. Anna Garcia Staunton. Welcome to the chat. Says hello from Australia. Quilt Gals here. Selena Haffenden sends hello from Australia as well. Hello to both of you ladies, you quilters. And Rose was messaging me, asking me if I was going to go live. Oh, that was Kevin letting me know I had sound. Messages. All right, just so she don't miss it since she's asking me. All right. So she's here. I must have missed her. She just said it. Okay. Remo is in here. So Joanna Joniak is here. Handmade by Yin with Donna. I do need to contact you. I've just been busy. I am so tired right now from all this road hopping that I've been doing, but I do need to get back to you. Sherlock Sews is here. And yes. So we got a few things to go over. Just trying to clear all of this stuff that had popped up so it's not up at the top of my screen distracting me. Zandra Oldham says she can't stay. She just got out of the hospital, so prayers for you for a speedy recovery as well. Let's get this stand from back here. I don't have that phone even turned on yet. My minutes are ticking by. To me, it seems like the whole month of October just flew by. I don't know if that happened to anybody else, but it sure happened to me. I seemed like I was just getting started, trying to figure out what I was going to do, and then look up and the whole month is gone. Doris O is in here. Haven't seen you in a while. And Donna says she's lurking while sewing. So that's good. Okay, Donna, and I see your other response too. So yeah. So what have I been doing? I got a few more blocks in the mail. And so I'll show you those. But I have done to the other blocks is that I put a light starching on the ones that I won. And I am in the process of squaring those up. I won 3 things in a short period of time for somebody that never wins drawings. I won a basket at my Gill where they had 2 bowls. They had a larger bowl, the microwave bowl caddies we use. They had a large one and they had the regular size one. So I won that. So I won door prize. And then I went and won the optional block prize. So I got about 22, 23 blocks from them. And then I went and won via Kevin, because I really didn't win. Kevin gave them to me. But he told me to put my name on the ticket. But I put Kevin the Quilter on those tickets. So technically I won 3 things in a short period of time. And so I am in the process of scoring all of these blocks up. Now these blocks, when we made them, you all got the sizes on them. I'm taking off a 1/2 inch on these when I'm scoring up. And I am thinking about, I got like 5 more left and I stopped because I'm wondering if I should do a video on like when you win optional blocks, like how to square them up. And I won't win every time that I can help people with every set of blocks, but I thought maybe I could do it on this, just show people how to square up blocks when you receive them from a swap. And they're not all the same size. And I'm not saying that in a mean way, like people can't sew. I just know from experience that every quilter has a different 1/4 inch. I don't care how many of them you put together, them blocks are going to be different. I had some people that used the instructions in the original pattern that I told you all about, and they did not use the instructions that I gave them. And so their block was already a 1/2 inch too small. So some people don't follow the instructions sometimes. I gave you the pattern link because I wanted you to know where it came from, since I knew where this particular pattern came from. Sometimes I just see a photo of a block and then I just make up the instructions. I don't even know if I got the correct size that the original person made it in. I don't know what the names of the blocks are. Like this month, I'm calling the block 2x4. I don't know the name of that block. I've made that block many years ago and just used all colors. And this time I just decided to do it with the color value family. So I don't even know the original name of the block that's due for the month of November. This one I happen to know because it's one of my favorite patterns to do for very quick quilts that I'm going to give out. Some other people are coming in. Vicki Barnes is here. Harriet Susan Franklin's here. Dee Dee Hansen here from Michigan. And Teresa Jesuits is here. And I think that's it. And Brenda says that she loved the November blocks. Yes. Kevin today came over and turned in his November blocks. Okay. We had a little short meeting about some things for a retreat that I was just trying to bounce off of somebody since he was standing right in front of me. So I utilized his brain. So we ended up having an impromptu meeting. So that was really good. But anyway, I'm thinking about recording video on that. And then I got more packages in the mail. Paula is not on Facebook, so she sent in blocks late. And got 2 of them here. Very pretty fabrics. Very pretty blocks. And so this is Paula Sherman. Right here, 2 blocks. And I did go ahead and mark down that you sent 2 blocks as well. And then this is Suzanne's Moore block. I don't even know if she's in here yet. Hey, Debbie Dunn, Dolores Phelps. I was wondering where you been, Dolores. Shut up, Kevin, the quilter. So this is Suzanne Moore's block. And she said that she used fabrics that I had given to her a while back in a bag. She wanted some strings and crumbs. So she ended up using fabrics from that. And she do like I do sometimes. I see where I got the wrong side of the fabric on the front. That happened to me as I was quilting my Not Today quilt, which I put a photo in the Facebook group if you were in that group. I put a photo in there, and as I'm quilting, I see one of my fabrics on the wrong side. It was not intentional, but hey, it's there to stay now. But thank you, Sue. And Sue said that I could just keep her block too. So I don't know if y'all sending in blocks late. I guess I'll be keeping all late blocks because I mailed out once. Sometimes I'm going to be mailing out twice, and I'm not mailing out a third time, taking more cost for mailing. So if any blocks come in here late, just know that they're going to be a donation to the Teaquilts charities or sewing foundations. Okay. Cynthia Shade is here. So thank you, Paula and Susan, for sending your blocks. Susan's actually got kind of mishandled in the mail. She has the correct information on here, so I don't know what the holdup was. I know I mailed in my passport for the All Missouri Shop Hop that I did, and I sent it certified mail just so it goes through the system, hopefully a little bit faster. We'll see. Because I didn't want mine to get missed, since it got to be postmarked by November 6th, I think, or 7th. And there is no way for them to know if the post office is late delivering your mail. I noticed, like, even on Suzanne's, it doesn't have a post date. So it's like they're purposely leaving stuff off when they know that they're in the wrong. So you can't tell when it was actually shipped. So if I do that and the post office isn't verifying when it was shipped, I could be in trouble of not being eligible to get my state. You got state. They'll send me a state block, and then they'll send me a block for every region that I completed. So if I can't provide proof that I mailed it, then I won't get those particular blocks. So that's why I was gung-ho about sending it certified mail, so I had proof that it was put in the mail. And my husband actually took it and mailed it out yesterday. Hey, T. Roberts, Martha's Creative Life. So that's what's going on with that. So we're done with blocks. For these were still October blocks, people. November's block and video has only been given to the people that are in the Teaquilts Facebook group for the Teaquilts optional block. Other than that, it will be available like the Wednesday that I publish, that I show you the blocks. So the blocks are due the third Thursday of every month. So then the following Wednesday is when I will show you the blocks and draw a winner. So that's when the block video will be released to the general public. Hey, Joan E. All right. So what I have here is some stuff that I had ordered. I wasn't going to show. And then I'm like, well, let me go ahead and just show this and get this stuff done. It's been stuff that's been ordered. Some stuff took a long time to come. Some of this, I don't even have the receipt in here, I don't think. Some of this, my dear friend Kevin got verbally abused for. So I'm going to show you all this stuff. Hey, Winona Mixon. Hey, Elaine Doucette. So yeah, First thing, I'm going to show you what Kevin sent. It's sitting right here. Well, maybe not, because I think I need to start from the floor up, because I got some stuff on the floor that I'm going to have to push further over. So I did order some more fabric from that company that balls up my fabric. But I ordered because I had ran out of this particular piece, and I needed some to finish some tapestries that I have. And so I needed this for a couple of tapestries that I want to finish, because I want to use this as the final border on one or two. I'm not sure yet. So I had to reorder this one. So you all have seen this. And then I decided to go ahead and order some black and white. And I ended up ordering on the screen, sometimes with black and white, if they don't have like really good big pictures, if they get blurry when they get bigger, it's hard for me to tell. And so this particular one here, I apparently ordered twice. And so he called me, which was really nice. He called me and said, and it had two different numbers, so it was their fault, really. And then also I couldn't see it when the photo was blowed up. So these are going to be used for some future kits that I'm going to make. I'm not sure what they are yet, but that's why I bought the black with white. And then I also have this one here that I know I picked. Very pretty. This one make a nice border pieces too. So that's 3. And this one I did not pick. So this one I actually picked. I was mostly getting black with white prints for the most part. And then he told me that I had that first one twice. And I just told him to pick out any black and white print that I didn't have and send it to me. And so this is what he sent. And then I told him, I said, put a note on it so I know that it's the one you pick. So when I go on my YouTube channel, I won't tell these people that you sent me something wrong that I didn't order, because sometimes when I get things and I don't like it, I'd be like, what in the heck is this? And I've had other companies, I actually got rid of a distributor that didn't have something, didn't call me, and sent me the ugliest piece of fabric I'd ever seen. And so I stopped ordering from him. And even when I contacted him, it was like, well, what do you want me to do? It's like, you need to fix it. But I'm like, I'm not going to tell you what to do as a business owner. If you don't know what to do, that's your problem. It's not none of mine. So I just stopped ordering from him. And I was ordering a lot of fabric from him too. So he's never even contacted me ever since then. So it's just crazy when you're dealing with people, foreigners, people from other countries. They don't have the same type of customer service that's like a given in the USA. And so they really don't know how to handle conflict and issues, especially business concerns, which is really bad. Because for somebody that I was ordering, say, 40 pieces of fabric from him at a time, and he doesn't even have enough sense to contact me and ask why. He doesn't even understand why. So it's just really sad. But when I told him that I was going to be on my YouTube channel, he says, I'm going to send you 2 pieces. I'll pick out the one piece. Oh, I bought this one too. I'm sorry. I bought this one for one of the tapestries as well, for a border. Claudette had purchased something similar to this. This is in different colors. They're a little bit more muted, not as vibrant, but I like the print. And so I got this one too. Sorry. And then he said, I'm going to send you one for free, which I thought was really nice of him to do that. And I'm trying to see if it's what he's got on here. This one gift for you. That's what it says. Okay. This one gift for you. And so he picked a one with some really nice colors in it to send. So that's pretty cool. So I'll just put it up and use it in my next kit as well. So it's not anything that I would sell for in chorus, but I would put it into a quilt block in itself. And Debbie Dunn say, oh, that's really pretty. Yes. And beautiful from her. So I wanted to get those over so they could be on the bottom of the stack because the African prints are pretty heavy. And so then, as I was saying, Kevin was into the store that I told you all I had the issue in. So I told Kevin that they were having a sale. And at that time, stuff was $4 a yard for 45-inch wide fabrics. And then they were $8 per yard for quilt backs. So Kevin's going back for himself. He gets verbally abused. And then before he had gotten verbally abused, he had called me asking me if I wanted him to get me some stuff that I could possibly use for future gifts or my stash or whatever I wanted to do. And I said, yeah, Kevin, sure. And so then after he was verbally abused, because he had told me that he would get me some stuff, he went back in and stayed in the abusive environment so that he could get me some fabric. But he didn't buy himself anything, okay? I told him I would have left, okay? I would not have hung around to be abused like that. But anyway, he bought 4 of these panels. And it's by my timeless treasure person, Chungawang, that I told y'all I want her to be my new best friend forever. I like all of her fabric. So here's the top, and then I'll just bring it up so you can see it as we go. Nice, beautiful flower bloom, and just more of the same for its background. And the background is textured with like leaves and flowers. I don't think it's butterflies. It could, yes, stamped with butterflies. It is stamped butterflies because I was picking that up. So he got 4 of those. Hey, Phyllis G. She's saying only 43 thumbs ups. So he got 4 of those. This one right here is a 108. Let me see. I told y'all it was Timeless Treasures by Chungawang, but I surely didn't tell you. It just says panel CD 7134. That's what it says. And Spirit is the name of the panel. Spirit. All right. So this here is a 108 wide back, and it's got the tumbling blocks on it. And very colorful. So for any of the quilts that I have, this one here is by Windham Fabrics. It's called Colorful Cubes, and the number on this is 5289. Sorry, 52,891 DW. 52,891 DW. It feels like it's well, it just feels silky. It doesn't look like it's a screen. It does kind of look like it could be a screen print. So I'm concerned. I told you all about somebody's gave me a message saying that some of the screen prints wipe off. So this might be a good one to test on. We'll see. I'm just gonna keep tossing that way. That 108 was $8 a yard. The Debt Free Quilter is here. Quilts by Carmel, which is Joe Carmel, is here. Peggy O'Connor, OMG, I bought that flower and wanted to go back, but I couldn't. Way to go, Kevin. And this one here is by Paula Nadelstern, called Fabric Cadabra. And her printer is Benartex, and it's number 4308. And just this is the print. Same thing on the other side. So Got that one. And then I'm going to skip this one and go to this one. He bought whatever was left on the boat of this. And it's funny because I had just went in there and purchased this fabric here. So I have some already. And it is by Studio E, called Fractal Flowers, and Art Loft for 100% cotton print, which I don't know what that's coming from, but the pattern number is 6632. Very pretty. I've already shown you all this because I bought some already when I was on the shop hop, but I'm just bringing it in so you can see it. And it looks like it would be a timeless treasure print. I would have mistaken this for a timeless treasure print. And also, this is more of a blue to me background, like a navy blue, not black to me. And then the last print that Kevin got was, we had seen this print in a 108, and it is very, very beautiful. It's a big city landscape piece, and so Kevin got it. Let me see if I can open it up, because it could be a panel, but you're not going to be able to see it all, but it's really beautiful. So this is what it looks like at the top, and then I'll read the salvage when I'm done. But they have this in a 108, and it is gorgeous, and it just gets bigger, like more of the cityscape is in the bottom part on the 108. And let's see, I want to put this back together. It's really pretty. Love the colors. And this right here is called Nightlife, and it's by Timeless Treasures, Chungawang, my friend, my new best friend. And this is a panel, and it's the number is panel C7306. So that is what this one is, and it's not that much of this. Let's see. To do a whole lot with, I'm gonna just guess and say the panel is about 22 inches, if that. So let's see. I'd say about 5 panels, but like I said, it's not much yardage if you're just using it. When I saw it, I would have loved to have the backing print that we saw when we were on the shop hop. We had somebody that had the backing print hanging up. It was just gorgeous. So I have to see what I'm going to do with this one. All right. I just hit the mic, so sorry. Vicki Lemire is here. Thank you, Winona. She's reminding people to give me a thumbs up. Angela Stringer is here. Hey, Angela. Sherry says, hi, T and fellow quilters. Finally was able to join. Sorry late. Sherry Willingham. So that is that part. Again, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that stuff yet, because I didn't have a plan. And so I do know I like that Timeless Treasures Nightlife landscape though. So what I did buy, and I haven't had a chance to test the other ones out yet, is I went on to Amazon, and I don't know what I paid for these right now. And this, I ordered some different tapestries. This one right here kind of feels like it could have some polyester in it, so now I'm feeling the other ones. The other ones were kind of like felty-like, more tapestry-like, and these are feeling like they're polyester, so I'm not happy already. But I'm going to use them in a quilt anyway. So I bought some of these positive image tapestries, different sizes, just words of encouragement. I thought that I would do these, and maybe 1 year, it ain't gonna be this year because I just got them, but maybe, and I want to put something on the outsides. I don't want to just leave them this size, but these tapestries can be just put up. They give you all of the hanging stuff in the bags so that you can hang these and just, you know, poke it right into your drywall. But I don't want to do that. I think I want to go ahead and make it an actual quilt and then quilt on top of it. So I do feel like it's some polyester in these that were not in the other tapestries that I got. So that's one. This is number 2. And then it's one of those I am type panels. And I thought this one, that the colors on it, my cousin loves gold and sparkly stuff. I thought this one would be cute for her one day. These are not anything that I need to worry about right now. These are just something that I bought while they were there. And I'm hoping that since they were able to stitch down the edges, that I'm going to be able to quilt these without holes. And then one more. Got to trying to make sure I got it right side up. I have no idea. Okay. Okay, there it is. I see it now. I was trying to like, where is her face? But this one is this one. And again, it's the I am type thing here. So I wasn't going to show these at first. I've had these in for about 2 weeks now. And then this last one I'm going to give to my daughter. But I'm going to take it back later. I'm going to give it to my daughter just so she can put it on the wall of the nursery. And then I'll get it back at some point and make it into a quilt. So this one is the right feel of tapestry. It's not the same as those. So I don't know what's going on with those 3. They feel more like kite material is what the other 3 feels like. Hi, Earlene Butler. And Paula S. I just showed your blocks, Paula, previously. And then this one right here I got for the new grandbaby that's coming. And it's got Never Alone. And then it's got like different scriptures and things that you can read about the different topics that you see over here. Like right there. All the way up into here. And then you got the center panel here. And then also more scriptures over here. So I thought this would be really cute to put in the baby's room just to add some color on the wall. I don't know if she's even gotten my brother to paint yet. I have to check. She was supposed to be working on that. But this is what I got for that. She hasn't seen this one yet. And this one I did leave the tapestry stuff in here because I'm going to be putting that one up. And then I'll get it back maybe a year from now, 2 years or so. And then I'll make it into an actual quilt for a bed. I actually got all of these off of Amazon. All of these panels came from Amazon. Love the purple in that. So I got to keep that one out. These other ones I can just put up. I don't need these right now. I want to do the one that has the hair first. The one where I had, it has famous African-American people well, not just African American people, just famous Black people, people of color in the hair. And I want to do those first because I think they're going to be fun. So I want to do those since I had them first anyway. And then these just are the pieces to hang the tapestry, just in case I don't do that. But that's what I intend to do with those, is make quilts out of them. Happy birthday, Martha. So We Like Crumbs is here. And Paula says, oh, I missed it. I hope my blocks are okay. Thank you, T, for the beautiful quilt design. I can't wait to bind and pass it on to my sister. Now, that's awesome. So get it done, girl. I think that's all for the haul. So we also have birthdays that I was notified of previously today. Oh, they're up here. Trying to find them. I have stuff. I got bags everywhere from the retreat. From the shop hopping. Let's see. Birthdays for today. And I don't even have them cut out. Let's see. We just going to cut this paper up. I know Pam's not going to want any fabric. All right. So, birthdays for this month is Nisima. Tonisia is November 8th. November 8th. Jan Lipker birthday is November 19th. Dolores Felt's birthday is November 20th. And Nancy Gus' birthday is November 21st. Connie Olsen's November 22nd. Helena Johnson's is November 25th. And Pam Tabor's birthday is November 30th. So I know Pam, she's de-stashing, so she's not going to want to win. I'm not writing anything today. I'm cutting up my sheet today. These little bitty pieces of paper are going to be flying around this room. Hey, Lenora. Remember, I was reminding you all to hit that birthday. Hit that thumbs up. I'm like, hit the birthday. Well, it could be for the birthday thumbs up. Hit the birthday thumbs up. Okay, so happy birthday, everybody that has a November birthday, including Martha. Appreciate that. I'm just going to toss my stuff out of here so I don't lose my little strips of paper. Teresa is also saying happy birthday to the November babies. Liz Wilson is here. Damali J is here. And Liz says her birthday is this month too. All right, so here we go. Birthday of Connie Olsen. I haven't been seeing Connie in here that much. I don't know if y'all can read that little bitty stuff. But it's Connie Olsen. Got the 20-piece jelly roll here from Keepsake Quilting. Still need to give. December will be the last month that I'm doing birthday shout outs with gifts. If you still want me to do birthday shout outs after that, you all can just let me know. But I've done this now for over 2 years. I started October of 2022. No, 2020, I'm sorry. And I've been doing this for 2 years. So we're going to stop it in December. Just want to put this back. All these bags that I had stuffed in there. These are the bags that came off the optional blocks. All right. So congratulations to Connie. Connie got until Friday night to contact me with her mailing address so that she receives it. Otherwise, I will pull another ticket that I just put in the trash. So let me take them out and just sit them up here on top. All right. I forgot that part. I normally keep the names until I actually get a winner. Thank you, Martha. And then the final thing that I'm going to talk about, and then if anybody got questions, you're more than welcome to ask questions, and I'll answer what I can. Is I'm just going to talk a little bit about retreat. Again, I have stated this in the previous video or two ago that retreat prices are flexing at this time. And so I was told that I wouldn't be able to get an actual true retreat price. Plus, I have the intent of if food prices go up, then my retreat price will go up. So I have no control over food price. So, but they will give me regular facility rate prices in January. And then if food goes up, I'll have to increase the rate. So I have no way of really giving you a price for retreat, but I want to go ahead and start getting people who are seriously wanting to attend retreat. So I have sent emails out to everybody that went to retreat last year or this year. Everybody that went to retreat this year, email just went out about 6 o'clock today, somewhere around there, 5, 6 o'clock, and asking if you were still interested in coming to retreat. If so, you got till November 30th to pay your $100 deposit to hold your spot. That deposit will be refundable up until January 31st. And that's when I plan to get the original, the real-ish prices for retreat. And then I can start telling you how much stuff is going to cost. At this time, I can't realistically tell you what anything is going to cost. But I do know that I want retreat paid for and out of the way early. So as I'm dealing with cancellations, I'm not dealing with people making monthly payments as well as people that are canceling, and I'm trying to get replacements at the same time and then making refunds if I can. So that's kind of what's happening with retreat. I have gotten I got deposit from Kevin. He paid his today. He paid $150 in on his today. He actually had a $50 credit because he won at the last retreat. I did a final drawing, and one of the retreat people won $50 credit toward their next retreat. So Kevin came today, paid his $100 to hold his spot. So he technically has $150 of his retreat paid. And then Joe Carmel had sent in $50. So she just needs to send in another $50. Martha says at Teaquilts, you just rhymed. Yeah. So that's what's happening with retreat. It's not yet open to the general public right now. What I do, and this may upset some of the people out here, but I give people that believed in me before other people believed in me a chance to attend my retreats. They have the first choice. So they've got until November 30th to tell me if they're coming back or not. If I don't hear from them, then I drop their spot and then I open up my retreat to the general public. I may have, depending on how the room situation works, that's my problem now is I'm having difficulty with room reservations. And I'm going to see if I could find maybe a hotel somewhere too, to see if maybe a hotel can hold people that just need some place to sleep. And I'll be working on that later. I'm not working on that right now, but I'm just trying to see what my head count is. I could technically take up to 32 people. I stop at 28 because of the room issues that we're having, and we have less rooms this year than we did last year. So that also means we're going to have not so many single rooms. They're just not going to be available. So we're going to have to learn how to get along, as they would say. If you want to attend retreat, it's almost like you're going to have a roommate in order to do that. We got less rooms this time. Okay, Angela, I'm going to refund your money right now. Or put you on a wait list because I don't have spots yet. This is not open to the general public yet. when retreat opens on December 1st, it will be open to the general public. And then that way I'll know how many of the people that already attended retreat is planning on coming back to retreat. That way I can know how many spots I have available. So what I'm asking for is those people who signed up last time, if you paid your money for retreat, then you're going to need to respond by November 30th. I'm giving you a whole month, just about, to send in your payment to hold your spot for retreat. December 1st, I'll be opening up retreat to first come, first serve. And then those people will be getting in. And then I'll make an announcement when that happens. At this time, I don't even have any retreat forms for you to fill out. And that's because I don't know what I'm putting on those forms. So therefore, I just decided not to do any retreat forms yet. People that have been to retreat, it'll be interesting if you all want me to still do snacks, or do you want me to purchase snacks from the facility? What else did we do? I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave Friday night food to eat at the facility as well, because we had a hard time finding a place that could hold us here. And so, and that was all due to COVID. So I got another 2 years. We don't know what 2 years is going to bring. So that's something we can still think about. But that's some of the kind of stuff I need to know before I can officially come up with actual pricing. When is the next retreat? It's going to be June 20, which is a Tuesday, June 25th, 2024 to June 30th. 2024. So it's a 5-night retreat, 6 days. We have 6 days, 5 nights. And it is going to be in St. Louis. It's in one of our more prestigious areas of where a lot of people with the money live. But we're at a retreat center that's like a home for nuns. So it's a sister's home, and they have businesses that rent out part of it, and then they also, because they don't have as many sisters as they used to have, and then they have offices there, and they have retreat rooms that they have. So they hold a lot of religious retreats there for the most part, but they have other types of groups can rent the facility as well. And a lot has changed with this facility. Prices have gone way up compared to what we used to pay. So all of this is it's eye-opening. And also, it's not just them either, because I checked with other facilities and I was getting rates in the area of $50,000 for 28 people. And yeah, so it's they're still cheaper than the other ones, but yeah, it's a lot. And Sheila says that she thinks the snacks bags was great and we should do it again. Okay. And so then that type of stuff, like I need information feedback from stuff like that, because then I can just go ahead and add that into the cost of retreat and just have it when I do registration, that like everybody is paying $10 for snacks. And then I'll know how much money I have to spend on snacks. Because even at 32 people, that's only $320 for snacks. Whereas the facility charges about $5 twice a day for snacks, and you have to pay for that. So all I do is, and that's not including drinks. So what I do is I buy the facility drink package, and then I don't buy their actual snacks, because in my other experience is that the facility snacks can sometimes be stale. Their dates are expired. Whereas I go to Sam's the month before too, and then I get everything from Sam's, and then I know it's all fresh. It's not stale. Um Oh, Quilts by Carmel says, please have your sister make meal. Are you talking about like the first day we show up, that meal, or are you talking about Friday night's meal? Because that's two different things. That For people that arrived at retreat, and we didn't have lunch, but we had dinner on Tuesday. On Tuesday, when we first arrived, I had my sister prepare lunch for those that were early arrivals, because we didn't have lunch or breakfast on Tuesday. We just had dinner because we knew from flight pickups and stuff like that people were not gonna, everybody wasn't gonna be there. So there was no way I was gonna let them charge me 28 times for lunch that people weren't even gonna be there to eat. So I just waited and made dinner our first meal on Tuesday night. And then on Friday, that was the day that we were supposed to eat out as a group and have a restaurant serve us food. It was going to be our little fancy night out. Well, we had difficulties finding places because of COVID that could hold us. And then a lot of restaurants didn't have staffing at the time. So I don't know what the conditions of our staffing is going to be in 2024. I have no idea if COVID's going to get another high number increase or anything like that due to a different strain. So I have no idea. Winona says, okay, I don't have any, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't do any special provisions for retreat. That's what Winona is asking. This is how retreat tends to work. There is some walking that you're going to have to do. We are in the back behind a chapel where we meet. And every time we go out to eat, we have to go through the chapel, which is a rotunda, and we have to walk around the outside of the rotunda. Now, they do have an elevator, so you never have to take the steps unless church is in session. And there were a couple of times that they had church. But if you know this in advance, then you get all of your stuff done before church, and then you don't have to worry about steps. Other than that, they do have they have an elevator so you can get on all the floors, because we have to go to the basement floor to go to the cafeteria. And then, so if you are someone that needs some assistance, like with walking, you're going to have your own scooter or something that you have to bring yourself. The facility doesn't have any wheelchairs or anything like that we can do. And I don't know of anybody locally that rents that kind of stuff out to people. So you do have to do some walking. I was standing on my feet for 3 days straight, and my feet started to swell. And that was because, and then it was 3 days at retreat, and then I probably was on my feet for the last 2 days at home. So I'm just going to say about 5 days straight, I was on my feet getting the last preparations done for retreat. And I noticed that my calves and my feet were starting to swell. So I had to end up sending my husband, I had to contact him to go to my mom's house and get her scooter so that I had a scooter to ride. And it did help toward the end. But if you know you can't walk or have issues with walking, I'm going to tell you, with some walking involved at this retreat facility. And I don't have any accommodations other than they have an elevator. So I don't know. Paula talking about tea, snacks, and no snacks. Just make the caramel cake, please. Somebody, I didn't get a piece to take on the train. Yeah, girl, that cake was gone. I got one small piece when we were upstairs Tuesday. And I thought I was going to get a second piece like Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe it was Thursday. And they had an empty box up there for me, girl. I was so mad at that box. I was tasting that cake. Tucker saying, can he call me after the live? Sure. Miss T, I hope you know we believe in you, whether you could attend your retreat or not. Yeah. So that's kind of what I do, because she's talking about the statement that I made about at my retreat. My first retreat, let me back up and give a little bit of history about retreat. And it is 8 o'clock. So if you want to go, I fully understand. But I try to let people understand from where I come from. And I try to stay true to those that stay true to me. So my first retreat was in 2018. We actually did it in Hamilton, Missouri by Missouri Star. We were at a bed and breakfast that also had a retreat center, that also had a house studio apartment upstairs or something. Not really a studio because they had the kitchen and everything. Then upstairs they had like 2 or 3 rooms. I can't remember how many rooms. But we had the retreat center that was on the ground floor, and it was just one room that slept 8. And we had one recreational room. And so when I first set up the retreat for 2018, before I set it up, I asked everybody who was going to come. I had like 30 something people saying they were going to come. And so this was before the Missouri Star Retreat Center was built. The girl who was building it was going to use, it wasn't quite built yet. And she was going to use the money from people paying half of their retreat to get the building complete. Well, those 30 people did not send in the money by the required due date. So since they didn't send the money, I didn't have the money to send to her. This was the same girl that owned the B&B. So it ended up, I just took our 7 people, including me. So I had 6 people coming to retreat, and I only met 2 new people, which was Jennifer Mizard and Claudette Bettis. Everybody else at retreat I knew. So really nobody but 2 people, Claudette and Jennifer, actually supported the Teaquilts retreat movement in 2018. That didn't stop me. We had a great time. I treated them like I treated the 28 people that came to retreat this year. They got the same benefits, if not even better benefits, being a smaller group. But I treated them like stars and made sure that everybody was taken care of. And so I come up to retreat 2020. People saw the video of 2018 and everything that we did. So now people want to come in 2020. Well, I had already told my people before the video had even gone out that if I ever have another retreat, that their place is reserved in my retreat for those 7 people. Unfortunately, my friend passed away. She lived in Ohio and she came down to the retreat. And then her sister only really sold because she sold. So that means I lost 2 of the 5. But the remaining 5 of us was at retreat in 2022. So when this retreat came up for 2020, originally everybody knew what I had done for the 2018 by the videos. And so people wanted to come. And so still, I had maybe 60 people probably total on my list of people wanting to come to retreat in 2020. Through various reasons, some of them not of their own accord, people had to get off. I ended up not having anybody left on the list and nobody to actually come to retreat because we had cancellations, which I tried to tell you all early, that something's going to happen in somebody's life where 1 or 2 people are not going to be able to make retreat at the last minute. And then when I contact you, you need to have your money ready so you can go. And I ended up having a blank seat at retreat. And then I had another person that came to retreat for totally free because I knew her and I knew she would mesh well with my retreat group. And I knew also, I couldn't give the other person their money back because I couldn't sell the spot. So basically, like the night before, I'm telling somebody about, can you come to retreat? So, and I wasn't even able to sell or get anybody free. I called all of my friends that I would give a free retreat space to, and none of my friends, people in my scrap quilting club, none of those people could come to a free retreat at the last minute. So we had an empty space at retreat. But anyway, let's just say 28 people, for 28 people to send me the amount of money that it took for us to have this retreat and to trust me with that money, not knowing me. We had at least half of those people hadn't even attended a first retreat yet. I had people coming from all parts of the USA to attend this retreat. So to me, that's an honor. And I give the same honor and privilege back to those people that honor me. So at that retreat, I did announce before they left that anybody at retreat, if they wanted to come to retreat in 2024, that there was a spot for them. So their spot is there. So that's kind of what's happening with retreat. I'm gonna see if I can get, like I said, more spaces, and maybe see if I can get some hotel rooms or something for people as an overflow option, because I think we're going to have problems with bedrooms, especially for people that want to have single accommodations. So I'm going to check into all of that and see what I can come up with that's close to the facility so that you're not going too far. The only problem with getting rooms right at the facility is that we're, like I said, in one of our higher price index areas. And so hotels charge accordingly to their area. So you're going to be paying, it would be a little bit more for hotels there. That's my concern with that. But I'll worry about all of that when I know how many heads are coming and how many beds I got. I won't know any of that officially until January. I just know we have less rooms right now than we had before, and I'm trying to get more rooms. That's all I know. Let me make sure I'm not got everybody wash your hands came in. Phyllis says lunch was good too. Thank you, T and T sister. So thoughtful. Sharon Lewis says, T, don't forget about making your signature cake. What had happened was to the cake. Yeah, Joe Carmel. Judy Smith says, oh, I am so late. Hey, Judy, welcome. Did someone say caramel cake? I don't know. I'm going to have to start calling this caramel cake the infamous caramel cake. It's good, but it's not good for you. Susie K says, hi, Miss T and everyone. Finished my jelly roll jam blocks and hopefully we'll send them off tomorrow. Okay, so don't send jelly roll jam blocks because those were due for the month of October. You need to work on the 2x4, Susie. Keep those for yourself and then you can use them when you do a final quilt layout. Otherwise, you're just sending them to me. Susie just joined the group, and so I think she didn't realize that it was too late for, I mean, those blocks have been mailed to the winners. Well, Kevin won, but gave them to me. And then I mailed off Sandy's blocks. So they've already been mailed. So if any blocks are coming in, you're just sending them to me. So that's what's going on with that. And I think that's it. If anybody got questions about retreat, you can let me know. So what PDF are you mailing off? I'm trying to see what Joe Carmel is talking about. I don't see it. I don't know if she's talking about Susie or Sue GSD. You mailing it to who? Okay, this is the thing. The PDFs are for people that have paid to join the optional block group. So we just want to make sure that those people that are needing it are in the optional block group. We just want to make sure we're not sending it to anybody. That's the only reason I was trying to figure out what was going on with the PDF. Hey, Silverita James. T, have you thought about any quilt shops to visit at retreat? You all want to go back to Fiddlesticks to eat, so I'm thinking it's probably going to be Hannibal. And I'm trying to see how long will it take for us to drive to one place in Iowa that I really like. It's actually an Amish store. And I have to probably go back myself to see if it's worth going back to the second again, because I've only been there once, so I have to see. So I'm not really sure yet. People like Fiddlesticks. They want to go back to Fiddlesticks. But I haven't, I know I'm not going to Missouri Star. And there is another store in another part of Missouri before we get to Missouri Star that we could go to as well. So that might be an option too. And also we found a lot of places we can go to. So we just got to see which ones is closest to Hannibal. Because now that we've done the all-state shop hop, I might be taking you all somewhere else. Or maybe I may not even go to Iowa at all. I might just stay in Missouri. That's the other thing, since this retreat is in Missouri, I'm trying to do as much stuff in Missouri as well, even though we did go to an Illinois quilt shop last time. The quilt shops that are close to the retreat center, I probably will not go to those shops. But you all can just take that day and go on your own if you like, because we got 2 that are really close. Well, we got really 3 or 4 that are really close to the retreat center, sort of, kind of. Missourians, we drive where we want to go. Anything within a half hour is close to us. Quilt Gal saying, do you have instructions for the optional block privy on Facebook? Yes. The Jelly Roll Jam block is out there for public. That was the one that was due in the month of October. The one that's due the 3rd Thursday in November is still a private video until the following Wednesday. So blocks are due the 3rd Thursday. The video goes live the following Wednesday. I just lost my chat, guys. So the 2x4 block that we're doing for November is not open to the public. Only the link is available in the Facebook group to those that joined. And that's why I was trying to tell you all that even if you don't send your block in, it might be, if you want the stuff early, $5 fee is not a bad fee to pay. And basically I'm using the money to mail the blocks to the winner. So I'm not still charging. But if you want to get the block, you want to get a PDF, because I'm not giving PDFs to when the block goes live. But if you want a PDF and if you want to get the block early, I would advise you all to send $5 via Venmo, CashApp, Zelle, and let me know what your name is on Facebook, because all of that stuff don't match up all the time, so that I know to approve your request to join the Facebook group. And the Facebook group is Teaquilts optional block swap or something. I don't know. Something like that. Oh my goodness. That Amish store is great. Can't say the same about cheese curds, though. I don't eat cheese curds. Elena Dean's here saying, good evening, Miss TNT Quilters. I'm glad you made the statement about the Jelly Roll 2022 quilt blocks. I will email my $5 tomorrow. So that's Lena Dean saying she's a little under the weather today. So yeah. So that's what's going on with everything that I have. I don't see any other questions here. So I think we're just going to go ahead and end here. I will be back on Wednesday. Not Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. I'll be back Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for 2-hour sewing chat. And I don't know. I'm going to see if I can just video me squaring up these last 5 blocks I have. And then maybe I'll be just sewing those together, because none of the seams match once I square them up. And my brother says good night. So is Janet. So you all stay safe, be blessed, and quilt out, everybody. See you Saturday.